So that exercise really didn't burn off very many calories at the amount that you'd get in a couple of cookies, for example, right? So it's just numerically, it's just very small.
Half the adult population in America is overweight. That's not a guess. It's straight from the World Health Organization. Obesity isn't just common now. It's a full-blown epidemic. But most people aren't failing because they're lazy. They're failing because they're doing the wrong things. Jason Fung, the guy behind the Obesity Code, has one message. Weight loss isn't about willpower or exercise. It's about knowledge. Most people are unaware that this is impeding their progress. Today we're breaking down the brilliant strategies of Dr. Jason Fung, the man who's helped thousands finally crack the weight loss code. If you're tired of dieting or exercising and seeing no results, stick around, because what you'll learn in this video could change everything. Hunger isn't always hunger. Sometimes the body rings the hunger bell, but it's not actually asking for food. It might just be thirsty. Up to 60% of the time, what people think is hunger is really dehydration. The brain gets confused. It sees the signals and jumps to the wrong conclusion. Here's where water becomes a secret weapon. It has 0 calories, but fills space in the stomach. That space triggers fullness signals, and that's powerful, especially right before a meal. One study in the journal Obesity proved it. People who drank half a liter of water before meals ate 13% fewer calories. No tricks, no gimmicks, just water. The method is simple. Whenever hunger hits between meals, drink a glass of water, wait 10 minutes. If the hunger is still there, it's real. If not, it was thirst, pretending to be hunger. Same trick works before lunch or dinner. Water first, food second. The result is smaller meals, fewer calories, and no willpower battles. And here's another myth buster. Exercise won't save you. People think weight loss starts in the gym. Jason Fung disagrees. Yes, exercise is great for your heart, for your strength, for your flexibility. But when it comes to losing weight, the effect is shockingly small. Here's the reality. A 30-minute walk might burn 120 calories. That's 2 cookies. That's it. You'd have to jog for hours just to erase one bad meal. And most people simply don't have the time or energy for that. It gets worse. Exercise can actually make you eat more. Studies have shown that while appetite drops during a workout, it jumps right back up afterward. The body tries to refill the tank. So if you're burning 200 calories on the treadmill but eating 300 later, you're going backward. That's why so many middle-aged people are stuck. They walk, they bike, they sweat, but the scale never moves because they've been taught to chase the wrong enemy. The body knows when to stop. Obesity isn't just about how much people eat. It's about why they eat.
Within our body that tell us to stop eating. So you eat food, there are stomach stretch receptors, for example. So as your stomach stretches out, it sends a signal to your brain and says, stop eating.
Jason Fung points to a powerful system inside the body. Hunger isn't random. It's driven by hormones, by signals, by natural stop signs. For example, when the stomach stretches, it sends a signal to the brain. That's enough. When someone eats protein, it releases a hormone called peptide 𝗙𝗙. That one says, you're full. Fat triggers another hormone called 𝗪𝗙. Same message. So the body isn't broken. It knows when to quit. It just needs the right signals. Wild animals are proof. Lions don't get fat, neither do antelope. Not because they count calories, but because their bodies regulate hunger naturally. Humans have the same system, but it only works when fed the right way. Once real hunger is under control, the next step is feeding it the right way. And that starts with one food group most people overlook: the legume secret. If there's one food group Jason Fung wants everyone to eat, it's legumes: beans, lentils, chickpeas. These things are fat-burning machines.
The amylopectin comes in 3 different types. Amylopectin A, which is found in wheat and is the most easily digested. Amylopectin C is the hardest to digest, and those are found in things like bean. Amylopectin B, which is found in potatoes and bananas, is sort of intermediate between the two.
Here's why. They've got the perfect trio: protein to fill you up, fiber to slow digestion, and slow carbs that avoid sugar spikes. That combination keeps the body full for longer. When there's more time between meals, the body has to dip into its fat stores for energy. It's like creating a mini fast without skipping food. Lentils get a special shout out. They're quick to cook, easy to mix into meals, and incredibly filling. Fung calls them one of the best tools for real, lasting weight loss. And they don't just help lose weight, they fix the root problem: constant gnawing hunger. And while fiber is crucial, it works even better when paired with another hunger-busting heavyweight: Protein. Protein. The fullness multiplier. Want to eat less without trying? Add protein to every plate. Protein isn't just good for muscle, it's also tough for the body to digest. That's a good thing. It burns extra calories during digestion and keeps the stomach full longer.
Animal protein and plant proteins are not the same. That doesn't mean you can't get the same strength benefits from plant protein, but you just need to eat more.
Think about this. The body uses more energy to break down chicken than it does to break down bread, and that energy cost matters. Foods like chicken, turkey, eggs, and cottage cheese give long-lasting energy. They help people go longer between meals, and they don't trigger the blood sugar roller coaster that carbs do. Plus, protein hits the same satiety signals that fiber does. More protein equals fewer cravings. But even the best foods can't help if one thing is still in the diet, something that silently resets your progress every single day. Sugar, the silent saboteur. If there's one thing destroying weight loss today, it's sugar. Sugar hides in almost everything. Bread, sauces, dressings, and even health bars. It's cheap, tasty, and dangerous. Here's what makes it so sneaky. Sugar digests fast. That causes a quick blood sugar spike. The body releases insulin to fix it. Then comes the crash. The crash creates hunger, and hunger leads right back to eating. That cycle repeats all day. Energy swings, cravings, more eating.
The main player is insulin. Insulin inhibits lipolysis. What that means is it stops you from getting the fat coming out. So if you have a lot of insulin, then you can't get the food back out this way.
Jason Fung says breaking that sugar cycle is step one. Weight loss doesn't happen until sugar is out of the picture. The trick is to replace it smartly. The good news is you don't have to quit sweet tastes. You just have to replace them with smarter options. Smart swaps that actually work. Fung doesn't believe in giving up taste. He believes in upgrading it. Start with fruit. Not just any fruit. Choose ones with a low glycemic index. Apples and pears are perfect. They digest slowly, don't spike blood sugar, and still satisfy a sweet tooth. Even better, eat them in the morning or before a meal. That way, they fill some of the stomach space before heavier foods arrive. Next up, nuts and seeds. These are calorie-dense but powerful in small amounts. Just 20 grams a day can stabilize blood sugar, curb hunger, and reduce snacking. The key is balance. A handful of almonds won't cause problems, a whole jar will. When the body gets the right inputs, hunger stops being the enemy. It becomes a signal. And when that signal is respected, not ignored or tricked, fat starts to burn naturally. Once those swaps are in place, the body finally gets the chance to do what it was built for. Burn fat without constant effort. Fat loss without suffering. The big message is you don't have to suffer to lose weight. No starving, no over-exercising, no impossible diets. The real goal is to work with the body, not against it. That means drinking water to avoid false hunger, eat legumes and protein to stay full longer, cutting sugar to end the energy crash cycle, using fruits and nuts to control cravings, letting the body tap into its own fat stores between meals. And that's the real shift, moving from a battle with your biology to finally working with it. Fung's approach is different because it respects how the body actually works. He doesn't push fads, he focuses on what keeps hunger in check. Once hunger is controlled, everything changes. People eat less, not because they're forcing it, but because they're full. The body, when properly fed, knows what to do. It burns fat on its own. Weight loss isn't about discipline, it's about alignment. The mistake people make is thinking hunger is the enemy, but hunger is just a signal. When that signal is managed correctly, with water, fiber, protein, and timing, the fat starts to disappear. No more spinning in circles at the gym, no more crash diets that bounce back, no more blaming willpower. The real fix is simple, natural, and backed by biology. Obesity might be a global epidemic, but the solution doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be right. Now, if this video helped clear up why that extra cardio isn't cutting it, or why constant hunger keeps winning, give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment below. What's the one myth about fat loss that fooled you the most? For more content that helps you lose fat without starving, suffering, or hitting the gym like it's a second job, make sure to subscribe and tap that bell so you don't miss what actually works. For some of you that use weight loss medications that need reliable storage solutions to keep them at their best, check out our website for safe storage options that maintain the right fridge temperature, ensuring their effectiveness and safety. Links in the description. If you want to watch more of our videos related to weight loss, click the new video that shows up on your screen in the next few seconds. Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you in our next video.